All right, we're here for a special edition of Digging with Doug live from Mackinac Island for the Mackinac Policy Conference. I'm joined here with Executive Director Doug Needham of the Michigan Aggregates Association. We've been doing this about every month, kind of just touching in on the industry and where we stand and kind of looking forward. But with this month, I wanted to first step back a bit to earlier. We just got done with the 13th Annual Construction Science Expo. It's an expo getting kids in Detroit and Lansing involved in the skilled trades, exposing them to what's available. Kind of let's recap this year's expo and kind of the impact that you saw.
Sure. We had around 800 students attend from various Detroit public schools. They got to experience a lot of the opportunities that engineering has in the construction trade, but also a lot of the hands-on, the skilled trades portion. They were joined by Secretary of State Benson, which was very nice to have her there. A couple state reps were also fantastic to be there and to be a part of it. So it was overall a success. Students learned a lot of the opportunities that they have available coming up to be in this great industry.
And we have locked in the date for the 14th annual coming up next May.
Yes, May 13th. And we're going to hold it again at the Durfee Innovation Society in Detroit.
All right. Well, it's a beautiful day here on Mackinac Island, and thousands of people come up for this conference every year to discuss the policies and how we're shaping the country. But everyone driving up here saw the orange barrels almost on every stretch of the highway. Kind of where are we at right now as this construction season's picking up and the aggregates are trying to keep up?
We are at capacity, so a number of these projects are pulling all of the reserves and all the material that we can make at this time. So we're in full swing. Shovels working as hard as it can to be able to meet up with demand, but construction season right now is very strong in Michigan.
And I'm guessing that's a huge talking point as you're meeting with legislators and other stakeholders in the state this week. Kind of what are some of the questions and maybe some of the points that you see yourself making to these folks as you're looking to get across how important it is to get some more funding and some more freedom in some of these sightings?
Well, a lot of the questions that I'm getting is where are we at with the state of our aggregate reserves? Can we continue to supply this? And the answer is no, we can't. We are going to be closing a couple operations that supply over 1.5 million tons to the southeast Michigan. One pit is going to be depleted of materials at the end of this season, another one at the end of 25. That's a huge void for a market that is at capacity. And we're expressing to them that this is coming. There will be a crisis and a shortfall of material coming soon. We're also expressing just the amount of money that we're wasting on transporting the materials from further away. We have couple projects that we like to talk about. One is a project that's between I-96. It goes from 275 to 23. A pit was denied in Brighton. If that was opening and running, we would be saving around $6 million in transportation costs. But unfortunately, that's tax dollars out the window. The project 496-127 in Lansing, a pit was denied in DeWitt. That's costing us around $4 million in transportation costs. So just those two projects alone are $10 million of Michigan taxpayer dollars being wasted on just hauling material further away because we have local resistance that said, no, not in my backyard.
Are you hearing some sort of, some understanding and maybe some movement that's in our direction as they're hearing some of these figures and kind of opening their eyes?
They understand the problem statement. They understand that we are in a crisis mode. It's just politics right now is standing in the way. They're focusing very heavily on the budget, which we were hoping to be a part of. Not sure if that's actually going to happen, which is frustrating because from a budgetary perspective, it's tax dollars being wasted because we have to haul it further away. But we do believe there is some sentiment or some support amongst the leaders in Lansing and amongst a lot of legislators to get this problem solved sooner than later.
All right, well, hopefully they take what they're learning here on the island, take it back to Lansing, and we see some movement. But that's all we have for this month's edition of Digging with Doug. Thank you very much, Executive Director of the Michigan Aggregates Association, Doug Needham.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.